Today we are going to see the fourth subtopic. Okay, what is that? Magnetic field due to a current through a straight conductor. This is very important. Okay, straight conductor. Now we are going to see what happens when it is allowed to pass through a straight conductor. Okay, we are going to see with the help of an activity. Before doing this activity, what are the things needed? We will see first. We need a battery, then rheostat. Battery, you know, okay, it should be 12-volt battery. So I am taking two batteries, that is 6 volts. So 12 volt. Then rheostat. What is the use of rheostat? What is the symbol of rheostat? Like resistor, and then we should put one line like this. This is called as rheostat. Rheostat will help us to adjust current. Okay, so rheostat. Ammeter. What is the use of ammeter? Ammeter is used to measure current. You should put like this. One side it should be positive and one side it should be negative. That is ammeter. I have put the amps also, 0 to 5 amps. Okay, 5 amps, 6 amps, 10 amps, 12 amps, like that it goes. At home, when we are studying electricity, I will tell you how we are using this. Now, this ammeter can measure from 0 to 5 amps. Okay, unit in which current is measured. Amps, ampere. So, this is amps. Plug key. One key we are taking. I told you that this is plug key, and here if it is closed, current will flow. If current is allowed to flow inside, it is called as the key is closed. If it is open, current will not flow. Okay, and connecting wire, to connect it, then a long straight thick copper wire, because we should connect it, no, the circuit, and then iron filings. See, iron filings, then magnetic compass. We'll see what are the other things we need later. Okay, now how we are going to do is, after taking all these things, we are connecting everything, and in a circuit form we are bringing. This is a cardboard, white cardboard I am taking. Same like last activity we did, no, the cardboard should be like this. In the center of the cardboard you should make a small hole and you should insert the copper wire. It should be tight enough. It should not be moving here and there. It should be tight and it should be kept like this, perpendicular. Okay, and this end is taken as X and this end is taken as Y. This is a thick copper wire which we have inserted inside. Now these are the other things what we have taken. This is rheostat. Mark it as R. Okay, rheostat. Then, or you can write it now, rheostat. Later, after studying electricity, you can mark with the symbol rheostat. And then this is what? Ammeter. Ammeter is used to measure current. And this is key. And cells. Okay, battery. And this is what? Connecting wire. So these are the components we have taken. And also a magnetic compass. Okay. And iron filings. Okay. To sprinkle. Now you are allowing current to pass through. I have given the steps. See, first you should insert the wire inside the cardboard. And then you should connect. You should give connection so that current is allowed to pass through. At that time, you are sprinkling some iron filings. Okay, with the help of a sprinkler, you can sprinkle. Then you should observe what happens. What happens? We have studied yesterday. Because of the force, what happens? Automatically, when current is allowed to pass through, the imaginary lines will be formed. So, when you are allowing iron filings, what happens? They will come and they will align in a definite pattern. Okay. So, two questions are there. The first question is, what happens if current is increased? Then what is the use of rheostat here? We should check, no? So if you are allowing current to pass through, this will happen. See, for example, 1 amps if you are allowing, what happens? 2 amps if you are allowing 2 amps current if you are allowing to pass through, what happens? 3 amps if you allow, what happens? 4 amps, 5 amps. Still 5 amps you can use because we are using 5 amps ammeter. Okay. So now we are allowing current to pass through like this. What happens if current is increased? We should find it out. First question. Second one is, what happens if the compass is moved away? Okay, two questions. So the answer for the first question is, what happens if current is increased? If you are allowing current to pass through 1 amps, the deflection will be slow. 2 amps, little more it will deflect. 3 more. So what does it tell? It tells that the strength of the magnetic field produced by an electric current is directly proportional to the current. Directly proportional to the current means what? If current is increased, the magnetic field is also increasing. Okay, it is directly proportional. So that one question, we have found the answer for that. The second one is, what happens if the compass is moved away? See, if you are keeping the compass near, what happens? The deflection will be more. If you are moving it like this, second line if you keep, it will be less. Third line if you keep, it will be lesser than that. Yesterday we have studied, no, that when you are studying about magnetic field lines, the properties, the characteristics, what we have studied, near the poles, near it will be good, and when you move it, it will fade, I told. Okay, so this is the answer for this question. Now this activity is very important. You should draw this and you should no need to mug up, just draw, then understand the concept and then learn. Okay, so now if you see, what are the things here? Battery, connecting wire, key, then current is allowed to pass. From here it should move from positive terminal to negative terminal. So it should come from this like this, and like this it should go. Okay, it is moving like this, and the rheostat, ammeter and all. And one more thing which I like to tell is, see, one arrow I have put. What does it indicate? It's a new one, no? I have put one arrow, see. This arrow is coming down and this arrow I have put like this. This was explained with the help of Maxwell's right hand thumb rule. In your book it is only given as right hand thumb rule. You know, no? Maxwell, our Maxwell. Who is that? James Clerk Maxwell? Okay. Okay, her right hand thumb rule. It is also called as Maxwell's corkscrew rule, because corkscrew, if you close a bottle or if you put a screw inside a hole with the help of a screwdriver, what happens? You will turn like this, no? It's also called as corkscrew rule. Why it is called as corkscrew rule? Why it is called as right hand thumb rule? For example, you are taking your right hand like this. Okay? You are taking your right hand like this. This right hand thumb rule tells that, imagine, don't hold it. Imagine that you are holding a current carrying conductor in your right hand. Okay? You are just imagine. Don't hold it. Ma'am said to hold, and so I am holding. Imagine that you are holding a current carrying conductor in your right hand like this. If you are holding like this, your thumb shows the direction of current. Okay, repeat with me. Imagine that you are holding a current carrying, this is a current carrying conductor, wire this is, okay. This is a current carrying conductor in your right hand. Your thumb shows the direction of the current and the wrapped finger shows the direction of magnetic field lines. Okay, so here you see arrow is coming down. What does it mean? It means that current is going down. The same hand you can use for that also. See, if you keep your hand like this, imagine that you are holding a current carrying conductor in your right hand. Your thumb shows the direction of what? Current. And the wrapped finger shows the direction of magnetic field. Bring it here near the figure. See, now current is down. It is going down. So your thumb shows the direction of current. And your wrapped fingers is in this way. So I have put an arrow like this. Okay. So this right hand thumb rule, it is also called as Maxwell's corkscrew rule. It tells, it is very important. To explain this, you should tell this. Imagine that you are holding a current carrying conductor in your right hand. Your thumb points the direction of current and the wrapped finger shows the direction of field lines. Same way in this experiment you can put, if you are putting the arrow like this, instead of this arrow, if I rub this and if I put the arrow like this, can I just put the arrow like that from here? No, I should change the cell also, no? So this is positive and this is negative. This is positive and this is negative. Okay. So this I have made it as positive, and from here if I am allowing current to pass through. Okay. I am allowing current to pass through like this. So now this is in this angle. Okay. If you are keeping like this, no, how the arrow should come? The arrow also, see, it is keeping, when I am keeping my right hand like this, no, wrapped fingers are like this. So current should, magnetic field lines will come in this direction. Okay, both the ways you can draw the diagram, but it should be clear. Whatever you are drawing now, if current moves from that side, how it should be. If current moves this side, how it should be, you should show. The strength of the magnetic field produced, I have given B. Yesterday I told you that it is represented by, current is represented by I. Current is represented, see, that's the reason I have put I here. You have already studied, current is represented by I. Same way, magnetic field is also represented by one word, one alphabet. What is that? I told you M. No. M or H? What did I tell? Okay, I said something. You check, okay, what I have said. It can also be, in some books it is mentioned with that alphabet. In some books it is mentioned as B. So both we can use, but here we can use it as B. So B is directly proportional to I. It means if current is increased, the magnetic field also, the strength of the magnetic field also will increase. If current is reduced, then the magnetic fields, this one also will be, strength also will be reduced. So these are the things which we are studying under this. This is a very important question. It can be asked in 5 marks or any other types. What magnetic field due to a current through a straight conductor? This is the conductor here. If you are using a straight conductor, what happens? Okay. So first we said that what is the activity, what are the things needed. I have written all the things, and then the procedure for this activity. Quickly, if you want to tell in 5 points, first you should take all the components, name all the components, and then you should connect it. This is very important. What is the, who is the hero here? Straight conductor. Okay. So straight conductor, and you are inserting inside on cardboard. You are sprinkling what? Iron filings, and you are checking. When you are allowing current to pass through, it differs. If you are allowing 1 amps, what happens? 2 amps, what happens? Like that. If you check now, when the current is increased, automatically the strength is also increased. And one more thing what we have seen is magnetic compass. If it is kept near, how the deflection is. If you are bringing it far from the center, what happens? 2 things you are checking. And we have also studied James Clerk Maxwell's right hand thumb rule. It's not left hand, okay, right hand thumb rule. Imagine, tell with me, imagine that you are holding a current carrying conductor in your right hand. Your thumb shows the direction of current, and the wrapped finger shows the direction of what? Field lines, magnetic field lines. Okay. So this is all for today, and tomorrow we will see with the next hero. Who is that? This is a straight conductor. Tomorrow we will see what happens in a loop. Okay. Bye.